Both 1,000-Pound Sisters and its less popular cousin 1,000-Pound Best Friends have officially wrapped up their newest seasons. Whatever would we do without our brain rot? What would we do without our locales? Oh yeah, we'll just pick from the other thousands of shitty TLC shows. No, seriously, it's like TLC just eats a huge heaping plate of train wreck with a side of cheap forced drama and embarrassing activities, washes it all down with a huge glass of really bad editing, and then poops us out some terrible reality show that gets millions of views. So in the last couple episodes of the latest season of 1,000-Pound Best Friends, we get the good, the bad, and the ugly. And our biggest star, no, literally, he's the biggest among them, Scott throws another tantrum over food, and this time it's about some meatballs. Because why not?
You have no right to say that.
Basically, why are you making a big deal out of this, dude? Sit down, all right?
No! You need to apologize for the comment you made. You made a dig at my character.
I'll be covering that and everything that happened in episodes 7 and 8 of the latest 1,000-Pound Best Friends season. Let's get into it. But first, before we get into it, please make sure that you have subscribed and you hit the like button, because if not, my cat Nova is going to be very upset with you. And trust me, you would not like that cat when she's upset. I am trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, so please help a sister out. Hit that subscribe button and like it up. Leave a comment if you feel like it, even if you dare. I also have a sticker shop where I sell cute stickers, pins, and keychains, all of my original design. So if you like supporting small businesses, please check out my sticker shop. All that will be in the description below. Now let's get into the video. So episode 7 picks up where we left off with Scott weighing in. Now last episode, Dr. Proctor gave him a weight loss goal of around 15 pounds in 1 month in order to qualify for surgery. And in classic reality TV fashion, that episode cut right before we got to see the results, if he met that goal, and we had to tune in next week to see if he actually made it, and now we actually get to see the results. Not only did Scott finally hit his weight loss goal, he tripled that sucker. Homeboy lost 40 something pounds, and I'm just like, yes, Scott. Finally, you see how like hard work and sacrifices pay off. You see how like your actions can have either positive or negative consequences. This man has beaten his addiction to string cheese. He has stopped going to all-you-can-eat wing nights, and he is finally approved for surgery.
556.8 pounds. You did it. You did it.
Now, Dr. Proctor mentions he needs to remember how this feels, okay? And keep that momentum going, because that's how you start dropping real weight. That's how you start seeing results, okay? And you can tell that Scott's a little overwhelmed because he's not used to succeeding with anything.
I hit my goal. 40 pounds. I haven't had sex in a while, but I mean, this comes pretty damn close. Like, oh, it's... Ah!
So the next segment is Ash FaceTiming Megan as they're about to go on this like vacation trip. Apparently all the friends are gonna go on a little mountain trip and they're packing to go, and they are worried about drama popping off because something always goes down when they try to do a trip. And then we get like flashbacks to all of their previous vacay arguments in other seasons.
Ash is quitting on us. Blow out your ass, Vanessa.
You drank mine and all of yours.
You do not drink it.
I love myself.
I'm sorry that I talk about vaginas, ass, and guess what, bitch? They exist!
And hey guys, it's not a group trip until there's at least one freaking fight. That's just how group trips work. That is why I don't like going nowhere with more than like 2 or 3 people, because of shit right there. But the important factor is being mature enough to talk it out and get through it. That is the key to whether you're going to have an overall good trip or not, right? So the next segment is all the friends piled in a car and they are finally heading on this little mountain trip. Everyone is super excited. Everyone's goofing off. I'm kind of jealous. I want to go on a damn mountain trip too. Now, I'm not a huge outside person, but like the adventurous side of me want to see, you know, I want to like go snow tubing and shit like that too, you know, just one time for the one time. Scott is planning to break the news to everyone about getting approved for weight loss surgery because the rest of the girls don't know yet, and he's going to tell them later that evening over dinner. Now, it's just Scott and these 4 lionesses on the prowl, honey. It's obvious who's going to be running this trip, and it's going to be a wild ass safari. But the whole thing is Scott can be just as sassy and everything as these 4 women, and we'll see that this causes tension later on in the evening.
All right, y'all, I got rules.
He got rules.
No backseat driving.
We got rules. Rule number 1, there are no rules.
So they pull up to this beautiful Airbnb. It has this nice mountainous view, you know what I'm saying? TLC hooked them up with a good little Airbnb for the trip. Nessa is looking fucking amazing since she's had her skin removal surgery, and the girls notice she is down to 188 pounds. If you are not caught up, or if you don't know Nessa's starting weight, this girl used to be like 440 pounds and now she is down to 188, and god damn it, she looks good.
So wait, how much do you weigh?
170?
No, 188. I'm at 188.
So this trip starts with everyone having fun and kumbaya-ing, and at dinner, Scott finally announces that he's approved for his weight loss surgery. Now everyone is just like, yes, go Scott, go Scott, Scott.
I actually have already been approved for surgery, and I have it in the next week or so.
Congratulations, huh?
Yeah,
Everyone is super excited because this man has struggled to get his approval, and this is finally his like first big achievement, his first big step on his health journey. So then everyone starts cooking and preparing a meal together. And here's the thing about cooking together, right? It can be a great bonding time, or it can be a complete mess. Like, there is a reason why we have the phrase too many cooks in the kitchen, because it's true. It gets to be too much, too over freaking whelming, too overstimulating for me personally. And during this cooking sesh, some tension arises because Scott is trying to manage the whole kitchen like he's Chef Ramsay.
Y'all gonna have to mix all that up. That's too much pepper.
They are.
That's not too much damn pepper.
On one onion? You take that off and you sprinkle that on. You don't do it in the thing.
I know, Scott, because I'm 39 years old and I know how to do salt. Okay?
You're gonna want to clean that out.
Please. I know that I'm not going to pour milk in this powder.
And like I said, these girls are lioness, okay? They are grown-ass, independent women, and they obviously do not take kindly to being micromanaged. I wouldn't either. And I understand Scott is just trying to help, but you have to read the room, Scott. Now, these ladies know how to cook, and they obviously don't need you overseeing the kitchen, okay? So they're digging into the food they made. They made some kind of nasty ass meatballs to go with it, and their freaking face when they are chewing on these nasty ass bland meatballs is freaking gold.
The meatballs, they're missing something.
It is so funny, especially Tina and Ashley's faces in particular. And nobody likes it but Scott's greedy ass.
I love it.
I'm not eating that.
Are you not even gonna try it?
I ate 3 bites.
That being said, the man hasn't ate all day because he's on his pre-surgery prep diet, where basically you have to be on the liquid diet and you only get 1 real meal a day. And then he gets mad at Tina because Tina don't want to eat hers, okay? Tina's like, no, they're nasty, I don't want to eat them. And Scott thinks that this is disrespectful.
I don't need to eat 4 meatballs to tell me that tastes like. I'm not gonna eat it.
I'm at least gonna eat it. Be respectful.
We all took a lot of time and effort into preparing the meal. At least have a couple bites and not be rude about it.
Let me tell y'all something. Here's the thing. Here's my opinion on the situation. I can be a picky eater, okay? I have a lot of sensitivity issues and I have a lot of texture issues when it comes to food. Like, I just can't do it. And I don't care if Betty White herself rose from the damn grave to cook me a meal. If I don't want to eat it, I am not eating it. I think there is a way to, you know, express being grateful and thankful for someone doing something for you, but that doesn't mean that I need to suffer. Okay, Scott is just like, what's wrong with it? I like it. And the girls are like, then something's wrong with your damn taste buds, because these chicken meatballs are disgusting.
The meatballs taste good to me.
I'm gonna need you to quit lying.
Then you don't know what good food is.
I'm not
You have no
lying.
taste.
Because this is
That's
not.
free to say that.
I'm
But I have
telling
no
the
taste.
truth. Then
Off. That's bull. You have no right to say that. Basically,
Why are
say
you
I
making
have
a big deal out of this, dude?
This sets Scott's off because he's a big ass drama queen and a big ass crybaby, okay? And he starts crashing out. And Tina is like, boy, get the fuck out of here with that mess. Nobody has time for this. And then in the confessional, she calls him a little bitch.
Get the out of here.
I'm over it. He acts like a little bitch, like a little boy.
No, you need to learn how to be respectful.
No, you need to be respectful.
I am.
So they immediately get into it. And I thought right off the bat, these two right here are just hangry. They're both super hangry and emotional right now because neither of them can eat how they want to. Scott is doing his pre-surgery prep and Tina is just straight out of her weight loss surgery. So she's very, very limited in what she can eat right now. And both of these two are just hangry and their blood sugar's low, okay? And then he starts that fake crying shit and I'm just like, oh Lord, here we go again. It's not a 1,000-pound best friends episode until Scott starts crying.
She's good now.
I need to say this stuff. I don't like yelling.
Exactly. You're hungry. That's the hunger talking, baby.
That's not how my mom and dad raised me. It's a whole roller coaster of emotions right now.
And then they brought up the same theory that I had, which is that they're both just angry as hell and their blood sugar's low and his emotions are just flying everywhere right now. And I get it because I also get very hangry. I even made a sticker about it if you want to check it out on my shop, charismashop.com. I also get very hangry, so I understand, but you have to have some self-control. You can't crash out like that over some damn meatballs.
This is what happens, baby, when you're mother hungry. All those emotions that are coming out now, baby, you hungry, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes later, they apologize to each other and the dinner goes on. So the next segment is them going on a hike. Megan, for some reason, is dressed like she's about to go out to dinner at Applebee's or something, talking about she wants to look cute in case she dies. I'm like, girl, if you don't put on something damn practical to go hiking in. Megan is such a dang kook. Anyway, during this hike, Tina and Scott talk more about what happened and they have a little heart-to-heart. And the team ends up going and traveling and seeing this nice, beautiful waterfall, and it's a cute little moment with the group. And then they go snow tubing. And I'm getting a little bit even more jealous because, again, I've always wanted to slide my ass down a tube. I don't know why, it just looks fun as hell. So they're all super nervous because they're all big as hell, gonna be trying to squeeze their ass into a little inflatable tube and fly down a hill. All right, they end up having a ton of fun and stepping outside of their comfort zone.
Ah! Oh!
I need help out.
Do you hear her screaming?
Yeah, it's just a super cute moment. They also go to a spa. Of course, Nessa decides to put on the same bikini she wore for a stunt back in season 1 when she was 400 plus pounds. It was a very, very iconic moment.
I mean, it's the same bikini, but it's way too big, and that feels so amazing.
Dude, that is insane.
And in this episode, she comes out with the same exact swimsuit, which is like way, way too big for her now. Her skin's still flapping a bit. She's not done with her surgery, but she looks a lot freaking better, and you can tell that she's a lot more confident, and everyone in the group is just super proud of how far Nessa has come. So the next segment is them going out to dinner at a local restaurant. Nessa puts on her good wig and everything. So they pull up to this family style Southern country Cracker Barrel type of restaurant, which is like the worst restaurant you can go to if you're trying to shed a couple pounds, okay? You know, the kind that gives you like a shit ton of fattening food where everything is just deep fried, full of sugar and bacon grease and shit like that, is one of those restaurants.
Let's all please make healthy choices. Please stay on your diet. Stick to your diet. You stick to your diet, but we can eat.
And Nessa is like, are you gonna bring us some like skinny food too, like some vegetables? And the host is like, oh no, honey, everything is fat. It's all fat.
I heard someone say it's family style.
I don't know what family style means.
Let me ask you a question. What is family style?
Family style means they're fixing to bring a whole lot of food to your table.
Okay. Fat and skinny food?
Everything that was on the, oh honey, it's all fat.
They bring out a smorgasbord, is that, I'm saying that right? Of delicious looking Southern foods. It is a Christmas feast. I'm talking greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham, hogs, mugs, chicken, turkey, you name it. They had fried okra and everything, y'all. They had the whole fixins. I wanted to go in and make a plate.
Wonderful. You gotta be freaking kidding me. The was Scott thinking bringing us here? Fried.
And Tina is pissed the hell off because she can have all of 2 things on this table right now because of her post-weight loss surgery diet. And she's getting pissed because some of the other girls who are allowed to eat some of these things are digging in. And they're making their plate, and you can tell that Tina is just seething with jealousy during this moment.
I only seen maybe 2 things that I could eat. Lima beans and cabbage casserole. And that's it. Ashley and Vanessa are just piling that up. I mean, you are a bariatric patient. You shouldn't be eating that bull. I just let it go. I'm not gonna tell them what they need to eat like they do me.
So then an argument breaks out because Megan suggested to Scott to just have the fried chicken and take the skin off.
Will you pass the chicken down here?
Yes.
I'm gonna play with that.
No, he's not.
No, I'm gonna get it. No,
He's gonna
I'm gonna take the
unpeel
skin
it.
off, like you said.
I said
You're the
it.
one that said take
No,
the skin
that wasn't
off.
me. He's got to eat.
He does, but
I
fried
know, but
chicken is
not-
fried chicken whether you take the skin off or not.
And Nessa, who we all know can be a little assertive sometimes, is like, no, he's not supposed to be eating fried nothing. I don't care if you take the skin or no skin. He ain't supposed to be having it right now, right? And this, I guess you can call it an argument, sparks tension.
Who in the hell told you that you can take fried chicken, take the skin off, and it's healthy for you?
Who said that?
No,
Tell
I
Scott
said I was trying to give him an idea of trying to improvise. I'm not telling him it's the best thing to do.
She gonna keep giving him alternatives and he ain't gonna have surgery.
But I was gonna say, so what you say, he should
we
eat
go.
anything?
No, I agree that he should have ate. I said collard
Drill
greens.
sergeant.
Now, Nessa, I understand what you are trying to say, girl. I do, okay? And I understand that the fried chicken is still unhealthy for him because, like, you know, it soaks up the oil and the grease. I get that, all right? But for this particular situation where they're at a restaurant where you can damn near have nothing on the damn table, I think it's okay if he has a little bit of fried chicken with the skin off. Just, you know, 1 or 2 little legs with the skin off just for this particular occasion. I didn't think it was that big of a deal in my personal opinion, and I am someone who has lost a significant amount of weight. Now, I'm not saying, oh, hello, Nova. This is the one that's gonna get you if you don't subscribe. She's freaking crazy. Trust me, she'll do it. She will get you. Hello, you want to see the camera? Everyone's been asking to meet her, so here she is. So then Megan gets pissed off and starts calling Nessa the same shit that they got into before, you know, drill sergeant, know-it-all, and all that shit, right?
What I suggested is not bad, and you sometimes have to improvise. Knows everything.
Butternut
Nutritionist.
Here we go.
And Megan gets pissed off and she starts walking away from the table. And she's like, I lost just as much as you did. I lost just as much weight as you did.
You just don't know what the you're talking about.
Hun, I lost just as much as you did.
Keep telling yourself that.
She pissed me off, so I wanted to piss her off.
Bitch, let's pull out the scale.
And I'm like, bitch, where? Bitch, where? I think the only reason why Megan can even try to claim this is because Megan had a higher starting weight than Vanessa did. She used to be over 500. Vanessa started in the 400s, okay? That doesn't mean that you were just as successful as her. And like in my eyes, like I don't see it, sweetheart. That's like if Megan started like with a grade F and Vanessa started with like a grade D, and then Megan finished with a C and Vanessa finished with a B. That doesn't mean you did just as good as her. That's just how I'm looking at it, right? Let me know if you agree. Do I think that Vanessa can be a bit pushy? Yes, I do. We'll get to that a little bit more in a second. But I also still stand by my opinion from the first video I made on this season. Do I think that Vanessa was probably making them feel a bit uncomfortable? Sure. But do I also think that Megan and Ash are definitely jealous of Vanessa? Absolutely. Even if it's just subconsciously. I'm pretty sure that they didn't like say in their head, I'm jealous of Vanessa, so now I'm going to start acting vindictive. No, that's not how it works in people's head, okay? What it comes out as in their like logic, in their string of logic, is that, oh, this person thinks they're better than me because this is the second or third time that she has compared their success. And if she isn't jealous, then why is she making it competitive? Why the comparisons every damn time? A better argument would be that Nessa's success, while very significant, not taking that away from her, is still considered short term. We still have to see if Vanessa will stick to this in the long run. I'm talking within the next few years. And she still has a lot to learn herself on this journey. That to me would be a better counter argument than I lost just as much weight as you did. So that is how episode 7 ends. And episode 8, which is the final episode of the season, picks up right where it left off at the dinner, where Megan is upset outside the restaurant. And basically Vanessa thinks that this whole fight is based off of Megan's jealousy. And then Vanessa says the sickest burn I have heard this season. She says,
If you listen to her on diet options, you'll end up like her.
if you keep listening to Megan about diet advice, you'll end up like her. Damn. Damn. I am gagging, Nessa. That was cold. You naughty girl, you. But I mean, at the same time, y'all, it got a little bit of truth to it. Okay? Like, Megan was the first to get her weight loss surgery. And honestly, someone would never guess that she's had weight loss surgery. Now, don't get me wrong. Megan has come a long way from 500 pounds. And I'm not taking that away from her. But homegirl, as of right now, when this was filmed, was still pushing 300, okay? And she has officially been titled by Dr. Proctor as one of his least successful patients. Dr. Proctor said that to her face, straight point blank, period, honey.
You are one of the less successful people that I've seen to this point.
Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional on you. I hate this battle.
Listen,
it sucks.
I mean, goddamn, Nessa, that was mean, but it's still a little damn true. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, is it just me, or is Megan literally dressed like a little girl? Now, here's the thing. I think people should dress however the hell they want to dress, whatever makes them happy, but at the same time, it's not helping her reputation of being immature as fuck. Now, Megan decides that she doesn't need Vanessa's validation because she knows she's successful, so she goes back inside, and Scott talked to the manager and got some grilled chicken and some vegetables to bring to the table, which also looked bomb, and dinner continued. And then the trip ends and everyone starts heading home. They hint that Megan and Vanessa are going to sit down and have a talk at some point about these ongoing issues. The next segment of the show is Scott's surgery day, and the first thing we see him doing is crying again. Now, I understand being scared for a major life-changing surgery. I do, but god damn it, I swear this man cries 3 times per episode, and I'm just kind of over it.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's all right.
This is now like the what ifs are creeping into my head. When I woke up this morning, it's like everything just hit me like a freaking brick.
Plus, you're literally with Dr. Proctor and his team, which is like one of the best surgeons. They got you, bro. So we switched gears again because the formatting of the show is fucking ridiculous. And the girls decides to do some shopping. Apparently one of the girls from the weight loss group does plus size pageantry. So they're going to do a styling session with her and her team.
So our girl Seneca from group, she does big, beautiful pageantry. And when she reached out and told us that she was going to introduce us to her stylist.
My pageant life started out when I was the age of like 7, 8. I started to look for pageants that cater more to the plus size community.
And I'm like, are we gearing up for this Seneca girl to be a new main character on the next season? I don't know. That's just a theory. Apparently they're doing this because Dr. Proctor is hosting a little fancy luncheon for his weight loss support group. So they want to look fly, right? So they all get styled in these sexy skirts and dresses and shit.
You is swole in.
Yes. I can literally tell the difference. Me and these shoulders being there like, hi, Dr. Proctor.
Oh my God. That's so pretty. Oh, black somebody. Oh, okay.
Anyway, we finally get back to Scott's surgery, and the over dramatics are over dramatizing y'all. Scott is in here cutting the fuck up, and he is so freaking nervous that his heart rate has skyrocketed, and now he has to get a damn EKG before he gets the damn surgery.
Just breathe. Breathe in your nose and out your mouth.
Yeah, heart rate got a little quick up there. Get an EKG to make sure everything looks okay. Scott coming in today, being stressed and nervous before surgery, has caused his heart rate to shoot up into the 150s.
Don't overreact, just relax. Breathe.
After they do the EKG, Dr. Proctor's like, we still gonna do the surgery, but we're gonna keep an eye on this mofo, right? So everything obviously went fine, and Scott is recovering. Now we cut to the big talk that Vanessa and Megan are going to have because they need to hash things out, apparently, right?
And I want her to know what I'm feeling and where I'm at with our friendship, because it is the same fight we have had over and over and over.
Girl, I am so glad you brought me out here today.
I did, and I did it for a reason, because when we were on the trip, we had that big fight, and we really never got to like chat it out.
And Megan opens up this discussion in the stupidest way possible with,
when we were discussing how Scott should eat, you had to be right. You were like, but this is why you're not successful like me. Hello, McFly, I am. I don't know if you think I'm not, or if you just are pissed at me.
And then starts going on in the confessional about how she has been doing so good and just as good as Vanessa. And I'm like, girl, we are back to the same stupid comparison shit. That's not the real issue. The real issue is that Nessa needs to learn to have more social intelligence when she is trying to support her friends, because that is what's happening. Nessa really does care, but she doesn't have a filter, and that can cause her friends to feel some type of way. And as much as I like Vanessa, this is, to me, a valid criticism that I agree with. She can be a lot, okay? But at the same time, I want to say I feel like social intelligence is a thing that many people struggle with for varying reasons, and like being neurodivergent, and Nessa has been through a lot of trauma. Social intelligence may be a struggle, and that does not make her a bad person. That's just an observation. That's just a flaw, a thing that she may need to work on later on. And I do agree that maybe her friends, if they were her true friends, would be a little bit more understanding of this. And they both can do a little bit more so these issues don't arise, okay, as far as Vanessa and how she communicates. But Megan still wants to make it about the comparison factor. That's why everyone thinks that you're just jelly, girl, because you're acting like you're just jealous. You see how that works? And Megan is like, then why did you make that sly comment when I said I lost the same amount of weight as you?
So why did you tell me? You keep telling yourself that.
Because you said number to number, we lost the same. At that point, I wanted to rip you a new one and say anything I could that would rip your soul out because, bitch, I was mad at you and I was gonna tell you straight up.
I just love how honest Vanessa is here. She's like, because you pissed me the hell off and I wanted to piss you off back because I was being petty. That's why I said that. And I just love the honesty. I really do. But then Vanessa gets emotional because she doesn't want this rift in the friendship. And she mentions that Megan never told her directly that she is proud of Vanessa and her success. Now, I don't know if that's true based on what we've seen in these past 2 seasons, but I will say that Nessa probably has never felt that same validation and that same approval from Megan.
I never once said that you were not as successful as me because you was, and I wanted you to see that. You know, you've never looked at me and said, Vanessa, oh my God, you look so good. I'm so proud of you.
Are you kidding me? You just didn't hear it, huh? And I've told you so many times, you just didn't hear it.
And Nessa's like, bro, I need your support and validation because you motivated me to do this. And it seems like all I'm getting is just like this pushback and these feelings of jealousy instead of these feelings of support.
Knowing that she actually does care makes me want to work on this friendship a little bit harder every day.
When Megan finally validates my weight loss, I didn't realize how emotional that was gonna get me. This is what I've needed. You motivated me. You don't even realize how much you saved my life.
And so they have this heart-to-heart about how they're proud of each other and they love each other and all this. And that's basically was just a whole season finale, final resolution thing, right? So we're finally at the fancy luncheon with Dr. Proctor. It's been 2 weeks since Scott's surgery. He says he's feeling great. So he's also going to be at this luncheon. And I don't know why they had this big walk-in reveal. Vanessa is the only one that had like a big transformation recently, but I digress. Don't get me wrong, all of them looked very, very pretty / handsome and they're, you know, in their evening wear. Ashley's hair was laid for the gods, honey, and then Nessa comes out in this green little number that I wanted for my damn self. So they do this cute little award ceremony for them, and it was a very cute moment. Tina gets the Building Confidence Award because she was / is the most insecure, and she is finally starting to build a bit of self-esteem, which I think is rightfully due. I always thought that I always kind of liked Tina when she was introduced this season, and I think that she's a very beautiful girl at any side. So you go, Tina, build that confidence up. Scott gets the Most Progress Award. I don't know about that, but you know what? He does deserve an award for the work that he has put in. Ashley gets Biggest Cheerleader. I guess that's all she qualified for. Nothing wrong with that. That's just an observation. And Megan gets a Personal Perseverance Award. And of course, Nessa gets Biggest Transformation, which is well deserved. And remember back in season 1, Nessa struggled just as much, if not a little more, than Scott did. And she has had this beautiful mental and physical transformation over the seasons. So they enjoy this beautiful luncheon. But of course, the episode isn't quite over because we have a final weigh-in to do. Now, earlier this season, Dr. Proctor gave Megan a weight loss goal of around 30 to 40 pounds in order to get approved for revision surgery, even though she just had surgery a couple years ago, but whatever. And she is going to weigh in. Now, her last weigh-in was 290, and she is supposed to lose another 30 to 40 pounds. Now, she does look a little bit smaller, and she claims that she's been working her ass off. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe she did hit her goal. And she gets on the scale, It starts calculating that shit up, and it finalizes right under 250. So this girl has lost about 40 pounds.
So last time you weighed 290 pounds. I wanted you to lose at least 30 pounds.
Yep.
You think you're there?
I better be after the work I've done.
I'd say you've been kicking ass. 248.8 pounds, Megan.
Look at that.
And she did great. Now, I am super proud of her. And I come to realize that maybe she was feeling all these like jealous comparison feelings against Vanessa, because she had been working hard, but it seems like, you know, Vanessa has been getting all the glory this season. Now, we cannot forget that she used to be over 500 pounds and she has made significant progress as well. Even though Dr. Proctor did call her one of the least successful patients, she did have some success, right? And she does get approved for the revision surgery. Now, I would have told her just to keep going, like naturally, whatever she's doing, and she can get under 200 like that, but whatever, fuck it, slap her back on the table, cut her ass open again, take out the rest of her stomach, or whatever the hell you need to take out so she can lose some more weight.
Even though I believe you could do that by continuing to do the things that you're doing, physiology says there's a greater chance that weight might come back. So yeah, I'll approve you for your revision surgery.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
This is how this season ends. It ends on a really positive note, and I'm sure we will be getting a season 4 where we see how the girls and Scott are doing on their journeys. I know Scott and Tina do end up dropping a significant amount of weight just based on their promo photos. If you have not watched my other videos on 1,000 Pound Best Friends, I have pretty much covered the whole season, so check out the playlist. It should be in the description below. My final thoughts. This season has had some fun and exciting times, and it's had some dry and boring times. It's been filled with ridiculous drama, but also some really cute, fun, and wholesome moments. And there was a lot of success and victory celebrated. All 4 of the friends have had their weight loss surgery and on their way to better and healthier versions of themselves. I wish them nothing but the best. Yes, I do make jokes and all this shit here, but at the end of the day, I do wish nothing but the best for these folks. Now, I think I'm going to be doing one or two videos on 1,000 Pound Sisters, not necessarily to do a full recap of the season, but there is 1 or 2 thoughts floating around in my crazy little head that I want to put out there. So please let me know if you want a video on 1,000 Pound Sisters and what other shows / topics you want me to cover. Please leave your recommendations down below. Leave your suggestions, because your girl needs ideas. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know your thoughts on this season. Please do not forget to subscribe and like the video, or my cat Nova is going to be coming for your little booty, so you better do it. Check out my sticker shop. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys soon for the next video. All right, bye guys.